The official definition of Blitzkrieg, yet it was not described as Blitzkrieg by the main architect of panzer warfare, Heinz Guderian, nor was the phrase ever used in Germany before the Second World War. In fact, the term Blitzkrieg was actually first used in an American Time magazine article about the Polish campaign in 1939. After World War II, General André Boffer of the French High Command would go on to say the following as part of a World War II documentary as it pertains to the French defeat. Quote, "We suffered from an illness which is not peculiar to the French, the illness of having been victorious." End quote. According to French military thinking at the time, the Ardennes, Sedan, was a heavily forested area and its roads were in no way suitable for infantry, let alone tanks and other military vehicles. Commander-in-Chief of the French Army, General Maurice Gamelin, 68 years old at the beginning of 1940 and still very much an admirer of World War I methods of warfare. A safe bet for a commander of the army from the perspective of the French government. But a lot could be gleaned from his choice of headquarters, the castle at Vincennes outside of Paris. The nerve center of the French army had no radio communications at all. Almost unbelievably, messages from the chief of the French army and his staff would be delivered hourly by motorcycle. In May 1940, General Gamelin had 100 divisions available in France, plus another 10 from the British Expeditionary Force. 40 divisions manned the Maginot Line, and 40 of his best divisions would go into neutral Belgium once the Germans invaded. 10 of the weakest, least trained, worst equipped French divisions would be stationed in Sedan, exactly where the Germans would strike. The disasters would come one after another. The French government would relocate to Bordeaux on June 10th, the day after, on the 11th, Paris would be declared an open city for fear of it being destroyed by German bombers, and on June 22nd, the Armistice that would end the war. In one of the most exemplary military campaigns in history, France would be overrun in just 6 weeks. A failure of leadership and a lack of strategic vision would be the key causes of the French breakdown, or as General André Boffer summarized it, the illness of having been victorious. That would not be the end of the French humiliation, as Hitler had more in store. The second armistice at Compiègne would be signed in the very same place as the first one. This time, however, it would not be French Marshal Ferdinand Foch who would gloat over the victory in his railroad car, as Hitler would listen to the introductions, then leave the meeting, much like Foch did in 1918. After the signing, the entire site was demolished on Hitler's orders, and the railway car where the armistice was signed was taken to Berlin as a trophy of war.